Have you ever wondered why, despite your wisdom, your confidence, and even your financial stability, some younger women just don't seem interested? You may have noticed the glance that fades too quickly, the conversation that dies out, or the attraction that never sparks at all. And here's the truth most men never hear: it's not about your age. Age alone doesn't make you unattractive. It's the habits that often come with age, the unconscious behaviors that quietly push younger women away before a connection can even begin. Today, we're going to uncover 4 powerful habits that make older men deeply unattractive to younger women. And more importantly, how you can break free from them starting now. Because attraction is never about age, it's about energy, presence, and the way you make her feel. But before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us here at Psychology of Desire, where we break down the unspoken rules of human attraction, desire, and connection. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Habit number 1: the energy of complacency. One of the most subtle yet destructive habits older men fall into is what I call the energy of complacency. Let me explain. When you're younger, you're naturally hungry. You chase dreams, you stay curious, you explore life. Younger women feel that energy. It's alive, unpredictable, magnetic. But as some men grow older, they let go of that spark. They stop learning, they stop exploring, and they start carrying themselves with a sense of being done, finished, complete. To a younger woman, that energy feels heavy. It feels like being pulled into someone else's stagnation. And nothing kills attraction faster than feeling trapped in someone else's comfort zone. Think about it. If every conversation you have with her circles back to the past, what you did, what you used to be, how things were better back then, you're sending a signal that your best days are behind you. Younger women don't want to join a man in his past. They want to step into a man's future. So what's the fix? Stay curious. Stay alive. Show her that you're still chasing experiences, not just reliving old ones. It's not about pretending to be 25 again. It's about keeping the fire of growth burning inside you. Because in the end, attraction isn't about age, it's about vitality. And vitality has no expiration date. Habit number 2: outdated masculinity. Here's another habit that quietly drives younger women away: clinging to outdated models of masculinity. Many older men were raised in a world where showing vulnerability was seen as weakness, where dominance meant control, and where relationships followed rigid traditional roles. And while confidence and strength are still attractive qualities, rigidity is not. Younger women live in a world where connection is built on emotional intelligence, balance, and adaptability. When an older man refuses to evolve, when he insists on being the unyielding, stone faced figure, he doesn't come across as strong, he comes across as out of touch. Picture this: you're on a date, and she shares something vulnerable about her dreams, her fears, or even her insecurities. If you brush it off, laugh at it, or try to fix it instead of listening, she doesn't feel safe with you. She feels misunderstood, and attraction can't survive in misunderstanding. The truth is, real masculinity today is not about dominance. It's about presence. It's about having the strength to be grounded, but the flexibility to connect on a human level. When you refuse to adapt, you're not holding on to masculinity, you're holding on to a mask. And younger women see through it instantly. The solution? Upgrade your masculinity. Show her that you're confident enough to lead, but wise enough to listen. That you're strong enough to stand firm, but flexible enough to grow. That balance makes you magnetic across generations. Habit number 3: the weight of negativity. Let's talk about one of the most silent but deadly attraction killers: negativity. Here's the thing: many older men don't even realize they carry it. It's not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it slips in through sarcasm, through cynicism, or through the way you talk about life. You've lived long enough to see the struggles of the world. You've had your share of disappointments, broken dreams, betrayals, maybe even heartbreaks. And all of that leaves marks. But if you let those marks turn into a permanent lens of bitterness, it bleeds into every interaction you have. To a younger woman, your negativity doesn't feel wise, it feels draining. Imagine this: she's full of energy, telling you about her new project or the wild trip she wants to take, and your first reaction is doubt. That's too risky. That won't work. You'll see how hard life really is. Do you know what she hears? Not caution, not guidance. She hears, I don't believe in you. Remember, your years can make you either bitter or magnetic, and the choice is yours every single day. And nothing makes a woman lose attraction faster than feeling unseen or unsupported in her own spark. Younger women are attracted to possibility, to potential, to the idea that life is still unfolding. If your words or your energy always carry the weight of life is hard, dreams fade, and it's all downhill from here, then you're not just pushing her away, you're making her associate you with the death of hope. And here's the deeper truth: attraction is about energy exchange. When you bring lightness, positivity, and presence, she feels drawn to you. When you bring heaviness, doubt, and criticism, she feels repelled, even if you mean well. So, what's the fix? It's not about pretending everything is sunshine. It's about reawakening your sense of possibility. Speak with curiosity instead of criticism. Encourage instead of doubting. Shift from I've seen it all to I can't wait to see what's next. Habit number 4, the need for control. Now we arrive at the fourth habit, the one that often destroys attraction even faster than the rest, and that is the need for control. This one is tricky because it hides under the mask of leadership or protection. But in reality, it feels suffocating. Many older men, consciously or not, step into relationships with younger women feeling like they need to be the guide, the teacher, the one who shapes her world. It comes from a good place sometimes, from wanting to protect, to share wisdom, to help. But when it crosses the line into control, it becomes toxic. Here's what younger women crave: freedom with connection. They don't want a father figure. They don't want someone who makes every decision, tells them who to be, or tries to mold them into an image. They want a partner who celebrates their independence while also providing grounding. When an older man insists on controlling the pace of the relationship, where she goes, who she sees, or even how she expresses herself, it doesn't make her feel safe. It makes her feel trapped. And remember this: trapped is the opposite of desired. Younger women are drawn to men who create space for her to breathe, to be herself, to evolve. If you try to put her in a cage, even if it's made of gold, she'll eventually want to escape. So how do you fix this? Shift from control to collaboration. Instead of trying to lead her every step, walk beside her. Guide when it's asked for, but honor her autonomy. Show her that you're not here to manage her life. You're here to share it. That subtle difference transforms how she feels around you. Suddenly, you're not a cage, you're a compass, and that shift changes everything. So here's the question: which of these habits do you see in yourself? And more importantly, are you ready to let them go? If this message resonated with you, if you found even one piece of truth here that made you stop and think, then do yourself a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now. Because here at Psychology of Desire, we don't just talk about attraction. We uncover the deep, hidden psychology behind what truly makes someone unforgettable. And in the next video, we're going to take this even further, revealing the habits that don't just push women away, but the ones that make them fall for you hard. So stay tuned, because your story isn't finished. It's only just beginning.